my name is Amanda and welcome to The Den Creative. For today's pick a card reading, we're going to be finding out what angel blessings are coming your way, or in other words, what the angels want to bless you with at this time and coming up. And in addition to the cards, we are going to go ahead and get some number messages from our Angel Numbers 101 book here. And if you're new to pick a card readings, I just ask that you close your eyes, take a couple of deep cleansing breaths to try to center your energy and focus in on angel number 1, 2, and 3. And if more than one angel calls out to you, there may be a message in each pile for you. Once you've selected your pile or piles, you can go ahead and check the description box below, and I also try to pin the timestamp as the top comment as well. So without delaying this any further, let's go ahead and give you a moment to meditate on the cards, and I will see you over at your reading. Alright, angel number 1, the Faith Angel. Let's go ahead and find out what angel messages are meant for you today. Okay, so let's go ahead and start with this middle card here. This is from Archangel Jophiel. Honor your beauty, and it says, thank you, Jophiel, for helping me discover my inner and outer beauty. So one of the blessings the angels are blessing you with at this time is you're going to feel like you look good, you're going to feel like you feel good, you're just going to be really feeling yourself. And I don't think this is in a vanity sort of way where you're always looking in the mirror and taking selfies. I don't think that it's that way. I just feel like your good nature, that internal environment that you have that is just so beautiful, is just really going to be reflected in maybe clearer skin or softer, silkier hair or brighter eyes. It's just going to be reflected outwardly. And you may even be getting a lot of compliments from people about, oh, your hair is so shiny, your skin looks so good, I love your outfit, stuff like that, which, in the grand scheme of everything, our external appearance doesn't really matter, but it always feels good to feel like you are looking good because that reflects from the inner environment. When you can feel good about the internal, it will start reflecting on the external. So I feel like because it is that way, as within, so without, you are going to be feeling really good on the inside. And then we go right over here to this orange card, creativity. You're going to be feeling really passionate about the creative things in life. Whether you have a creative job, you're an entrepreneur, you just love decorating or making things, you're going to be coming up in a time where you're going to really be feeling that energy. And because of this beauty card, I'm really thinking about Venus, and then also the orange is that sacral chakra. So this could be that you are looking to get pregnant, or you are pregnant and you're just really glowing. For some of you, that creation that you're having is a baby rather than something like a book or a painting that you're trying to birth into the world. It may be an actual baby. But that sacral chakra is also about change. So there may be a lot of really beautiful changes that you're making to your appearance. Maybe you're cutting your hair, or you're changing up your skin routine, or getting new clothing. Maybe even for some of you that would be looking like getting rid of things around your home and kind of decorating with some items that you maybe forgot you had, or items that you recently purchased or will purchase, that you're just kind of wanting to change things up, be a little more creative with your personal look, with your external environment such as your home, maybe even your car. I see someone really buffing the scratches out of the hood of their car. So you're just wanting to clean up internal and external, it looks like. And then another blessing coming for you is clairvoyance. I feel like you guys already are clairvoyant, but this is just going to be an amplification of that divine skill that you have. And it says from Archangel Raziel, it says, I am helping your spiritual sight to awaken fully so you can clearly see heavenly love. So if you're someone who isn't, or you feel like you're not really spiritually tapped in, this is coming into a time where you're going to really start feeling tapped in. I see someone opening their third eye. And a really good way you can do that without having to do much of anything is to just cut the fluoride from your toothpaste. Drink water that you know is not fluoridated, because fluoride actually calcifies your pineal gland, and your pineal gland is that inner eye, and that's how you connect to spirit. So even if you have a calcified pineal gland, that doesn't mean you're completely disconnected from spirit, but the more you can clean that up, the better the connection's going to be. It's going to be like going from dial-up to high-speed internet kind of thing if you can clean up your pineal gland. But if you already have, it's something you've already been doing, then maybe just doing third eye meditations or listening to binaural beats that resonate with that third eye or sixth sense chakra. So then your next card is, this is your life purpose, from Archangel Michael. And the prayer here, it says, Archangel Michael, you know the details of my divine life purpose, and I ask you to help me be aligned with my goals. Please clearly guide my actions so that I'm taking the best steps to fully manifest my wonderful and meaningful career. So for some of you, this is just going to be bringing more meaning and purpose into the career that you already have. But for others of you, you're stepping away from a career that's not a right fit for you, maybe something that's draining to you or kind of toxic energy, and you're going to be maybe stepping into a new role in a different company where you feel like you're making a difference in the world. Or maybe this looks like you starting your own business, or if you've already started your own business, this is you taking it up another level to really be living in your purpose and actually making money in the process. So that's always nice. Then we have the watermelon tourmaline card, and it says here, stress reduction, de-stress your mind, body, and schedule as you need to rest, recharge, and revive. And I think that really pairs well with this honoring your beauty. You guys are wanting to just take the utmost care of yourself, and the angels have really been pushing you and guiding you lately to take a little bit better care of yourself, get more rest, drink more water, eat better foods. Just make sure whatever you're consuming, and consuming doesn't just mean what you put on your body or in your body, it's also what you're putting your attention or your mind to, and what you're allowing to come into your awareness. So relentlessly scrolling social media and absorbing all that negativity, even if you're not a negative person yourself, that can really affect you. So this is just really saying, do things that are going to help you reduce the stress levels in your life, because that's going to just springboard you up with all this creative energy and beauty that is just bursting to come out of you. And because this is that watermelon tourmaline card, this may be a beautiful stone that you can carry with you to help you stay stress-free and just to remind you of what you're consuming both in your body and just like with your eyes and your mind. And then our last card here, Archangel Gabriel, says, you have an important life purpose involving communication and the arts. Please don't allow the insecurities to hold you back. I will help you. So for some of you, I'm seeing someone who has a YouTube channel already, and it's funny because this example has been popping up so much in my readings, but I think quite a few other YouTube channels have started to watch me, so that's always fun. But in this example, I'm seeing somebody sitting filming a YouTube channel with maybe just a table. Say if you're another tarot channel or a pick a card channel, you are always, filming the table, and you're really insecure about filming yourself or your body or putting your face out there. But this is just saying, don't let any insecurities about the way you look or how maybe people are going to judge you, don't let that hold you back, because when you can share your face, when you can share your eyes with your audience, it brings it, whatever it is you're doing, whether that's pick a cards or just take any type of YouTuber, even those people with the tables that have the journals, they do journaling and painting and whatever. Even, just showing your face, your eyes, you can really connect on a much, much deeper level with your audience if they can actually see your face and your eyes. And, the eyes are the window to the soul, so they will be able to really either be repelled by you, which is okay, we're not for everyone, or they may see something of themselves within you. Maybe they recognize you on a soul level as one of their soul family members or their soul tribe members. And it's really beautiful when you really find someone on YouTube or anywhere that you can really connect with and you feel like you know that person. But this is just to go to say that don't be afraid to put yourself out there, because like attracts like. What is meant to find you will find you. And if you're really, really, really worried about getting the trolls and people making fun of your appearance, you may at first attract some of that in because it is a fear, so it's where you're putting your energy. But over time, that will level out. You will really be attracting the tribe that you are meant to have, and people can really further connect with you if you put yourself out there just a little bit more than you already are. But if it's something you're completely uncomfortable with, don't force yourself to do anything you're not comfortable with. So that, you could take that example, not just as a YouTube channel, but maybe putting yourself out there more if you are someone who's more introverted, like I am. A lot of people are really surprised when they learn I'm an introvert, but in person, I am what you would consider socially awkward, and I don't really know how to engage in just simple small talk or, just, hey, how's that weather out there? Like, I can't do that. So I'm very awkward. A lot of times I just am really shy and kind of keep to myself. But if that's you, don't be afraid to put yourself out there a little more. If you know something about someone and you're in the same place as them, maybe just go strike up a conversation. That might lead to something really beautiful. But for others of you, I think just communicating your truth is really going to be big for your angel blessings coming up. You're going to be able to speak that truth and show more of your light, shine more of your light with other people, and it's going to be a really beautiful thing. I forgot once again to do our number from this book, so let's go ahead and do that right now. Then I will say goodbye. Okay, so I'm just going to close my eyes and flip until I feel is good. Right about here. Okay, 255 is your number, so you can look that up online and see any additional messages for that. But it says here, trust that the change you are experiencing is for the best, because it is. And that went back with that orange chakra card, that creativity and change. There are beautiful changes coming to you. These are not scary, forced changes. These are changes that are going to make you jump ahead to the next level. And it's funny because in the past couple of readings I've been doing, I just keep hearing in my head, like almost on loop, leveling up, leveling up. It's like as a collective, we are leveling up. And I know change is scary, even when it's a good change, like a move into a brand new home or something like that. Even though it's a good thing, it can be scary. So just know that your angels, your guides are all with you as you go through these changes in life, and you are fully supported, and these changes taking place are for your highest good. So let's go back to the outro for you. So I hope that resonated for you guys. You'll have to let me know below what you thought, and as always, you guys, thanks again so much for all your likes, comments, shares, subscribes, and all the things, and I really truly do hope to see you back at the Done Creative. Alright, bye! Alright, group number 2, or for those of you who chose the Peace Angel, let's go ahead and find out what your angels have as blessings coming your way. Okay, so the first thing really standing out to me, just looking at the overall, blurring my vision and looking at these cards, is the fact that there is so much blue and purple and yellow represented here. Yellow is that solar plexus, that confidence, that being able to put yourself out there. Blue is that throat chakra up into your third eye, that communication, that getting knowledge from your higher self and from your guides and angels. And that purple chakra, again, is just that crown chakra, that is that divine spiritual connection as well. So there are a lot of internal things coming to you, ways that you are changing on the internal, but of course those things will be changing on the external as well. So let's go ahead and get into this. So your first card here, we have the Healthy Choices card. Thank you, angels, for guiding me to make healthy decisions. So for many of you, this is going to be foods you are eating, things you are drinking, things you are cutting out of your diet, or I see someone saying, I drink too much coffee, I need to stop drinking coffee altogether because it's just not good for me. And I see someone else just wanting to do yoga, like moving their body more. And for others of you, this could even be healthy choices as far as knowing what you need to put your awareness towards, like social media or things online, gossip. This is all stuff that you can examine to think, is partaking in this or reading this or watching this for my highest good? And if the answer is no, it might be time to kind of step yourself away from that a little bit. So with this white card, it says Source, Divinity, and Enlightenment. So your angels want you to know that there is this really strong connection with your higher self, with Source, with God, with your angels, with your guides that is coming up for you. Truths about the world, about yourself, about your divine infinite status are going to be revealed to you. You are going to be learning truths. And I think for many of you, this might be during your dream state or while you're sleeping or even in meditation, because she looks very centered and meditated. And for others of you, that might be during yoga or some sort of exercise where you are getting these epiphanies about yourself, about your soul, about how you are a limitless being. I just keep seeing you realizing how powerful you are, because you do have this take your power back card, or take back your power, with Archangel Raziel, and it says use your God-given power and intention to manifest blessings in your life. But I think the blessing coming for you is the fact that you're going to realize how powerful you are and how small you may have been playing, or how dim you've been making your light, and you're going to start allowing that light to shine brighter and standing up taller and being more confident with this yellow in this reading. You're going to become more confident in what you're doing, in what you're saying, in what your purpose is. I feel like the sense of purpose is really going to be blooming within you. I just see like this flower opening up, and you know, when you're playing small, you're all closed up in your little bud, and then when you start taking your power back and realizing how divinely amazing you are, you start opening up to become this really beautiful flower. And that's what I see for you. You're going to be feeling really good about yourself, and that's kind of like group number 1, you know, discovering that beauty and just feeling really beautiful. And with this Go Forward Fearlessly card, I think maybe there was something that was holding you back. Maybe you were waiting on someone, or waiting to hear news about something, or if you're watching this at the time of my posting, maybe the old coronavirus was kind of holding you back a little bit. Maybe there's something that was holding you back, but I think for some of you that was just your own feelings about yourself, like I'm not worthy, I can't do this, it's too hard, something like that, where you just feel it's unaccomplishable or unattainable for you. But what's coming up as an angel blessing for you is the fact that you're going to be able to move through that block of not feeling good enough and move fearlessly toward your goal. But then we have the Sapphire card. Easy does it. Your health, happiness, and abundance require a gentle approach to life and work. So I don't see you discovering this power and then just barreling forward in life and knocking everything down as you go. You're going to discover this power and then just gracefully, like, I see like dancing ahead down your road or down your path to wherever it is you want to be going. You're just gracefully, not in a quick way, like you feel like time is of the essence and I gotta do these things. I don't feel that. I feel this sense of happiness and peace and power, and I'm getting crown tingles now as I say that. I love when that happens. That just lets me know that I'm on the right path with these messages for you guys, and it feels to me like you're just going to be taking, it's almost like time, it's just like you're existing out of time. And I think that might be an important message for some of you that feel like time is slipping away or there's not enough hours in a day. That's just like what I keep feeling like. I'm in the past, as you guys, I'm feeling like, oh my gosh, I have all these things on my list I need to do, and I know this one's gonna take me 3 hours, this is gonna take me 2 hours, and I only have 3 hours to dedicate to all this stuff, and you're just overwhelmed and kind of bogged down by all of the mundane, you know, washing the dishes, taking kids places, and just maybe having to drive to and from work. It may take you a long time to do that if that's your case, but it feels to me like that's changing. You're gonna feel almost like time is stretching out for you, and almost like elastic, like a rubber band. Like if you need X amount of time to get something done, you will get it done in the allotted time that you know you have, and you will have, it almost feels like you'll have time left over to do things that you enjoy. So I don't know if there's some weird timeline shift coming up that people are going to start feeling like time is slowing down, that they can actually get things done. But for other people, I know a lot of people lately have been saying that, and there's even been people thinking and hypothesizing that time has actually sped up, and our regular 24-hour clock is actually only about 16 hours long, and that's why everyone's always so tired or feels rushed or like they can't get anything accomplished. I mean, that's something you might want to look into. That's just really standing out to me for some reason. There are no clocks or anything about time on this, but it's just what's coming through, so I'm just gonna say it. So something about time is going to be bending. I just see this rubber band just being stretched and kind of brought back, and I think for some of you that's just going to be you being able to slow down, breathe, and get everything accomplished in a day that you would hope to accomplish. And then with this Akasha card, it says you are a spiritual teacher. You have the ability to counsel others and help them awaken their spiritual gifts and the divine life mission. So I think this is just you stepping into that role, stepping into that power, that role of a spiritual teacher. Even if you are working at, just as an example, McDonald's or in a retail clothing shop or something that, the average person might not think that's a very important job, but you are important to be, you need to be exactly where you are. So wherever job it is you're working, you're meant to be there at this time, because the things you say to people, just the energy that you vibrate, is going to help people, again, level up. I keep hearing level up in all these readings, but you are meant to be exactly where you are at any given time, because you are putting your divine footprint, your own unique footprint or fingerprint into the place that you're at, and it's going to help raise the vibration of that area or that place. But for others of you, this just may be you on social media or even here on YouTube, just speaking your truth and helping other people understand they're not alone, that they are powerful. They don't have to fall into the trap of what's going on out in the world right now with the media and how everybody feels like all our rights are being taken away. You can help remind people that they are that piece of divinity, that piece of God, that spark of source here incarnated at this time. We all are. And together, especially, there are safety in numbers, there's power in numbers. And the more of our soul tribe that can kind of get together, all these star seeds, light workers, whatever label you want to put on it, the more we can shine our own lights, the more we're going to attract other people that have that similar vibration. And we can, as we gather together or talk to each other online, if we are not in the same area, we can raise the vibration of the planet even more, to where the fact that these people in control are planning to take away more rights and implement all these laws or rules that just your average person looking back maybe 5-10 years would have been like, that would never happen, but it's happening. But the more we can get together, speak our truths, and vibrate at that higher level, we're just going to be kind of untouchable. It's like you're changing the radio station, and the noise that was going on down on 92.1, if you're on 98.7, that has no effect on you anymore. You're just vibrating too high for it to resonate whatsoever. And that's what I feel like. And that might be going back to timelines. I feel like maybe, and this is written nowhere on these cards, but it's just coming through, so here we go. You're on, and now here come the tingles. I just love when this happens, you guys. This is so fun. It itches though a little bit. I got little snakes in my hair or something. It's so funny, but yes, it's feeling to me very like you are on a higher timeline, that more 5D or New Earth timeline, and especially the more you can take care of your body, your vessel, and keep it clear of toxins, and just make sure that you are taking care of yourself and not overdoing things, especially if you are someone who feels like you can't get everything done and you're rushing here, rushing there, doing all these things, stressing yourself out. Take a deep breath and allow yourself some time to just be. You don't have to be on all the time and accomplishing all the time. And I think that's what your angels really wanted you to know, even though that's not really coming through in the actual cards. It's just channeling right through. So I think that's all I'm seeing for you, but we are going to go ahead. I did forget in group 1. I had to go back and redo it, but we're going to go ahead and grab you a nice little angel number 101 message before you head on your way. So let's just close my eyes and flip through this. I want this. Okay, 95. So the changes that you are currently considering are taking you in the right direction for the manifestation of your divine life purpose. So any changes that you're wanting to make with your health, with just de-stressing, connecting to source, speaking your truth, taking your power back, you are on the right path. And these changes that you are hoping to make and making as you step into that power, you're going to be going fearlessly into the direction of something way better than what you're experiencing now and in the past. So I think that's all I'm seeing for you, but you guys will have to let me know below if this message resonated and what you thought. And as always, you guys, thanks again so much for all your likes, comments, shares, subscribes, and all the things. And I really truly do hope to see you back at the Done Creative. All right, bye. All right, group number 3, last but certainly never least, let's go ahead and find out what messages or blessings your angels have in store for you coming up. All All right, so let's go ahead and start right here in the middle. And it says, honor your feelings with Archangel Haniel. And it says, thank you, Haniel, for supporting me as I honor my emotions. So coming up, it feels to me like there's going to be some big emotions bubbling up for you guys that maybe are dealing with your childhood or past traumas that you've suffered as a result of parents or past relationships or friends. Something is coming up from the past, it feels like, that is going to make you want to I'm seeing you like just want to break down. And it may be suppressed things that you've suppressed, or you just feel overwhelmed with everything going on in the world and you just want to erupt. My advice to you is, if you feel like screaming and just crying and crying and crying, do it. Let it out. Just let it all out, because when you can honor those feelings and allow them to flow through you and out of you, they don't build up and create disease in your body. They don't build up and create resentment. They don't build up and create havoc in your life. When you can feel these feelings, release them. You know, after a really good cry, a lot of times, once you get past the little hiccuping kind of stage, you feel a lot better. And I'm feeling like if this isn't you physically purging emotions and feelings, this could be on a different level. Maybe you are releasing friends that are toxic, or a relationship that is toxic. It's like you're releasing what's not serving you, whether that is your emotions physically coming out and crying, or punching a pillow and just getting all that frustration out. Something is purging because something is leaving your life. And I don't feel like this is going to be like a family member dying or anything like that. Let's not get crazy. It feels more like past stuff that needs to either be addressed or resolved or released is really what I'm feeling for you guys. And that actually is a very big blessing, because you're not carrying that around with you anymore. I like to call all the things we just don't want to deal with, our past traumas, past resentments, past whatevers, I call it that backpack full of bricks that we just haul around into every day, every scenario we're in. We got this backpack full of bricks of our past, all the skeletons in our closet in this backpack. When you can offload a bunch of those bricks out of that backpack, it feels so much lighter, and you can kind of skip down your path of life, and it's just much better than feeling bogged down and weighed down by your past. So that feels like the blessing coming through is releasing what's not serving you as far as past emotions, past traumas, past wounds, maybe forgiving a parent for something they did. Even if you're not face to face with this parent, maybe you just do it in a meditation, or just kind of in your mind, you think, I forgive you, and send them love. That is huge. That lifts a huge weight off you and a huge burden off of you. Then we have the selenite card, spiritual activation, stimulation. So many of you guys are going to be getting more in touch, much like groups 1 and 2 have this more spiritual connection to your guides, your angels, the universe, God. You're feeling more spiritually tapped in and in tune. And in turn, because of that, you're going to be feeling more intuitive. You're going to be having maybe prophetic dreams, or like just a scenario will pop into your head and then it will later happen, like premonition kind of stuff. So I feel like many of you too, with all the energy going on and how the Schumann resonance has been crazy, maybe you guys are receiving downloads and activations from your spirit team, from your soul family members. And it's funny because I've said this in like every group for like maybe the last couple readings that I've done, but I keep hearing on loop in my head, leveling up as a collective. And now the tingles come. Every time I mention it, the tingles are back. Oh, if you guys have been watching me for a while, you know me and my tingles. It's a fun time. But I feel like as a human collective, obviously it looks pretty bad out there right now. If you're watching this the time of my posting, the ish has hit the fan. But we are leveling up as a human race. What we allowed before or didn't realize was going on before is coming to light, and we're not taking it anymore. So the friction of all of the fighting and the drama and the conflict is coming to a head to where we're now forced to change. We can't just pretend nothing happened and go back to La La Land. We are forced at this point to change as a human collective. And that in turn, and again with the tingles, that in turn makes it so that we are leveling up spiritually. We can't deny our spiritual connection and the divine spiritual nature of our existence. We just can't deny it anymore as a people, as, just the world. It's just undeniable at this point. So then we have underneath that from Archangel Michael, it says, admit the truth to yourself and act accordingly. So you're realizing these spiritual truths about yourself. You're realizing these truths about maybe the way you grew up wasn't right, or the things you may have believed in the past that were not really your beliefs, but you took them on as yours because that's all you knew. Maybe something you grew up in, a religion that just didn't resonate with you, but you didn't realize that maybe till later on. And maybe even just now you're starting to realize this has some dark night of the soul and spiritual awakening vibes for you guys. This is very big stuff, admitting the truth to yourself and acting accordingly. So for some of you, this could even be truths about a loved one that is, I'm seeing, and again, this is literally one person, so don't freak out, please. It's someone's realizing that the intuition they've had about their partner or spouse, or just things they've heard from other people, they're realizing these things are true and they want to leave this person because it's toxic. But for others of you, this is just realizing truths of negative cycles within relationships, that you realize the truth of the matter and you want to change it to make it so that these negative cycles don't keep coming up in the relationship. So you're not getting rid of the relationship, you're getting rid of maybe the way you operate in the relationship and changing that out for something more positive or for your highest good. So this is a blessing. This is a major blessing to come to you right now. To find out the truth and then act accordingly is huge. Because when you're operating your life under false pretenses, your power isn't fully within you. It's like you're giving power out to others. It's on a subconscious level. It's not something you're purposely doing. But when you realize the truth of something, it's like you can stand taller and firmer in your truth, and your actions will be more, what's the word I want to use? More distinct, more purposeful even, and intentional. Your actions more intentional. So then with this creative writing card, it says with Archangel Gabriel, make time to write down your thoughts in a journal or pen a book or an article or a book. If I could talk. I'm getting all tongue-tied as we're talking about Archangel Gabriel, who is the Archangel of communication. And we are currently in Mercury retrograde as I film this, so maybe that has something to do with it. I don't know. But with this creative writing card, I just feel like you guys are going to be called to write something, whether that's a blog post, something on social media, an actual book, an article, even just a journal entry for yourself. But you're wanting to share some truths that you have recently learned or will learn here coming up with as a blessing, these truths that you're learning, and you're going to want to tell people about it. You're going to want to speak about it. You're going to want to write about it. You're just gonna want to get that truth out there, and it feels like you're going to more than do that, and people are going to be really receptive to the truth that you are projecting out there. Then with this fluorite card, it says natural beauty and authenticity. Be yourself as God made you naturally attractive and lovable inside and out. And as I say that, I'm just really being drawn up here to this lady. She just seems very naturally beautiful and light, and it's like she's glowing. And I feel like as you guys really learn these inner truths about yourself and the things that are going on and receive more activation spiritually, get more spiritually connected, and allow those feelings that you have bottled up to come out and come forth, the more you allow yourself to do that, the more authentic you're going to be, the more you're going to be radiating that natural beauty that just radiates from within you. And that's much like what we were talking about in group number 1. So if you want some more guidance or information about that natural beauty and what's going on in that arena, you can maybe check out group number 1. But with this Vanessa card, it says to make your decision, ask yourself which way brings me closer to my divine purpose, which way takes me away from it. So if there is a major decision that you are needing to make in your life, you might want to kind of picture yourself taking both paths and figure out which way takes you closer to your purpose and your happiness and your joy, and maybe which way maybe doesn't quite hit the mark for that. And if they're kind of equally gonna do the same thing, maybe just sit, if you can, for a while on that decision, because I feel the more time that goes by, the decision that you need to make, the choice you need to make is going to become abundantly clear to you. And that's going to be a blessing, because I think for many of you, there's a decision that needs to be made that is not an easy decision, that maybe even for a couple years you've kind of gone back and forth on, should I move to this faraway place and leave my family? It's going to be hard, but my heart is just calling me to move away. And then for someone else, this just could be examining a close friendship that you're just thinking, maybe this has just grown too toxic and I need to walk away from this person. I mean, it's going to be different for each of you, but you'll kind of start to know as we're talking about this what message is meant for you. But let's go ahead and look at this Angel Numbers 101 book and get a little bit more guidance for you before we close out your reading. Okay, I'll close my eyes. I want something right here. Okay, so we have 880, and it says, the Creator is supporting you in all ways. Give any cares or worries, particularly concerning money, to God. So I think for some of you, you can look up 880 online and get more guidance from that if you want. But I'm thinking for some of you, this decision you are needing to make has to do with money or not having enough money to go the direction you want. So in that case, I'm feeling like the angel blessing coming to you is that money situation will be taken care of. The money will be there, or the price of this thing that you need to go after or do, if it's a trip or a move, the price of that is going to be significantly lower than you had initially thought, to where you can now make that move in your life. Again, this is just an example, so that's going to be different for everyone, but I'm just seeing that whatever is standing in your way of this decision is going to, that block or that money not being there, whatever it is, it's going to be lifted so that you can easily make the decision from your heart and not, well, can my pocketbook support this decision? Or, putting that decision in other people's hands, like, well, what will my mom think? What will my brother think? What will whoever think? You're going to be really confident in this decision that you need to make. And that's going to be a huge blessing for you, because I think whatever this is, it's something you guys have been ruminating on or thinking about for a long time. But then I'm being drawn back up to this creative writing. For some of you, this could be a book idea that you've had for many years, and you're just like, should I write a book? Should I not? Should I write the damn book? Here you go. You write that book. It's right here, plain as day, for you to write that book, write that article, write that whatever it is that you need to get out of you, because the world needs that information. And the fact that you're called to do that writing is a testament to the fact that the world needs it. Your soul wants to express it because it is very needed right now, whatever this thing is. Even if it's just a work of fiction that's just for fun, the message in that fiction is going to be very important and very needed for someone. And I especially see if you're writing like young adult or some sort of help, like a self-help book for women and young adults, teenagers even, is really the age range that I'm seeing that you guys could really affect and help in a big way. So say you wrote a book and you put it out there, and it maybe could save someone's life. Maybe a teenage girl reading that book is just going to be like, I needed this so bad. I was just ready to end it all and read this book and it saved my life. So like what you have to share or what you're wanting to share, I'm getting tingles again. We are 3 for 3 in the tingle department in this reading. So that is awesome. But whatever it is you guys want to share is so needed in this world right now. Even if you feel like it's frivolous to be putting out art as the world is burning down, figuratively, literally, however you want to interpret that. I read a quote, and I use this quite a bit in my readings, but the opposite of war is not peace. The opposite of war is art. So when the world is fighting to the death and the world is burning down and everything has hit the fan, create that art, because that is exactly what's needed. It is needed more now than ever. This is a time where we are in that golden age, the Great Awakening, the Age of Aquarius. Things are popping off and we cannot remain in this old stagnant energy any longer. So the blessing coming for you is the fact that you have a message that you need to be sharing. And now the tingles are going down my legs. So I think that is all I'm seeing for you. I will leave you off on the tingle note, and we will see you next time, but you will have to let me know below if this resonated, what you thought. Maybe if you do have a creative project or writing, let us know what it's about, and if it's already out there in the world, or if you're thinking about putting it out, let us know so we can eventually check it out. That would be amazing. And you will have to let me know if this resonated, and as always, you guys, thanks again so much for all your likes, comments, share, subscribe, and all the things. And I really truly do hope to see you back at the Done Creative. All right, bye.